Hello, welcome to Cardio Live. I'm James Baggett. Now, today we're talking a bit more about our brilliant event coming up on March the 7th. It's called Cardio Live 2024. Now, it takes place at the British Motor Museum at Gaydon, and we're going to have a packed day of sessions to help car dealers just like you improve your businesses. Tickets are available now at cardiolive.co.uk with a special rate for car dealers. And on the day, I'm going to have headline interviews with the likes of franchise dealer boss Peter Vardy and big motoring world groups Peter Waddell. There are going to be panel sessions with franchised, independent, and luxury car dealers, as well as one with car manufacturer bosses. But an important part of the day is the exciting partner sessions where we'll be talking about exclusive research carried out for Cardio Live. Today, I'm talking to one of these partners, and it's my pleasure to introduce James Chew from iVendi. James, nice to see you. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you, James, and great to see you as well.
Thank you for giving up your time to give those watching a little bit of an insight about what you're going to be talking to at our event that's coming up. Let's dive straight into it. What are you going to be telling people who come along to the event?
Well, yeah, we'll be launching a white paper at Cardio Live, and it's going to cover 5 key trends in online motor retail. So what we've done last November, we surveyed 1,000 used car buyers. And as part of that, we also did some kind of detailed interviews with a number of them as well. So we kind of see the session as complementing ATGs and the two combined, giving a 360-degree view of omnichannel retailing.
I bet there's some fascinating insight in there, talking to actually what car buyers want from online retailing. I'm not sure if anybody actually knows, but you're going to have a better insight of anybody. Is there any tidbits you can just give us ahead of that event of the sort of things that you've learned from that, and then we can go into it in more detail on the day?
What we did is we broke it down into, say, these 5 key elements. Firstly, looking at the consumer's view towards online retailing. And yeah, a tidbit, it was positive. So we'll go into more detail on the day. Then we looked at the impact of offering motor finance to drive sales, which again is also some interesting research on that, and new research, things that even we haven't done before, albeit we've also asked some questions that we asked some years ago to see where the trend's going. We looked at kind of consumer preferences with regards to each stage of the sales process. So we're kind of comparing online versus showroom, who wins. Again, that is really interesting. The role of compliance within the sales journey. And yeah, compliance is there's a lot of that in the news at the moment, and the impact of online tools to drive engagement. So looking at those plug-in tools that we see across websites and what the consumer's view is of those kind of tools.
I know we're going to go into this on the day, and I know that you're going to have a dealer on the panel with you discussing this.
Yep.
The industry, I feel, is still sort of finding its feet with this omni-channel retailing. COVID changed a lot, didn't it? It changed supercharged online buying. Now we've gone back to dealers being open and then doing it in this like omni-channel ways you've discussed. What is it that you think that the consumers really like about buying cars online? And I mean, again, I don't want to go into all of the detail, but just some of those bits of your research that we can give to those people watching.
Okay, the why is pretty straightforward. 100% convenience and speed. They see the process being quicker online versus offline. So that's the why. And I think and then we've got to look at it from both perspectives. We've got the challenge that when we started the whole journey in online retailing, the singular biggest problem for the retail was control. The lack of control was the fear. And I think that we've proven over the years that retailers can still have control on the process, but empower the consumer in this journey. And the consumers feel empowered. Some of the research we'll touch on, not surprisingly, a certain sector who doesn't like that face-to-face contact still. I suppose relates more to managing more of the process online, and I kind of relate to that myself. I was kind of reflecting over Christmas week about booking some restaurants. My preference is always online. There's a whole thing about speaking to people now, and doing it online is like, I haven't got to speak to anybody. I can just book it for 8 o'clock and away we go. And I think that sentiment follows through in all forms of life, including purchasing vehicles.
Yeah, definitely. James, just for those people watching, what are they going to be able to take away from your session and go back and implement into their business?
Yeah, well, we're looking at kind of three core areas of this, which is how, I suppose, costs. Online is very cost effective. So as long as we can give that consumer choice, protect those dealer margins, the more we do online, the lower the costs, and that's going to be a winner for retailers. Growing revenue is key, but difficult in the current economic climate. So we've looked at, like, where are the pain points? If there's pain point in the journey, if we can address those pain points, that will help to achieve growth and enhance the consumer journey. And finally, just touching back onto the compliance, to say a major talking point, how can technology improve those customer outcomes, especially around consumer credit, and mitigate risks for retailers and lenders in this? So we kind of see overall this whole white paper as invaluable research for the retailer, OEMs and lenders, to help them all refine their own journeys. So hopefully there's a lot in there.
Yeah, definitely. Sounds like it. Very much looking forward to discussing it with you on the day. And just finally, what are you looking forward to the most at Car Dealer Live? We've got some great sessions and some great people. What are you looking forward to?
Yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed it last year. So I know it was kind of the inaugural event. I'd say I enjoyed it. There's so much going on in the sector at the moment, and there'll be lots talked about general retailing, agency, EVs, AI. So that's going to be great to hear all those trends and what's happening and people's viewpoints on that. I think also, to meet up with our own partners, clients, and plenty of friends across the industry. So there's always that social side of it, which I must admit I personally do enjoy.
Yeah, I'm certainly looking forward to that myself too. James, thank you very much for giving up your time today. It's lovely to talk to you, and I'm looking forward to seeing you at the event.
A pleasure. Yeah, thank you, John.
Super.
James.
Thank you. That's James Chew there from iVendi. Now, don't forget to get your tickets booked for the event on March the 7th at the British Motor Museum. You can get them from cardealerlive.co.uk. I look forward to seeing you at the event. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.